What? Not me breaking the room. That was my bad. There's people walking. Is that Becky right there? And who is that? Hello everyone. If you don't know who I am, hello. My name is Iris. I play a variety of video games. I just want to say I'm going to apologize in advance. We are about to have a horrible storm coming up soon. So I tried to pre-record in general. So I just want to say I think this month and next month is like the last month. We'll have to see what's going to happen next because I don't know how the storm is going to go. And if we don't have any power, there's no way I play video games. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time to actually watch my silly little videos. But let's start talking about the game. So today we are playing Noiramore Academy. I've been watching Ink Rose. She's been posting a lot about it. I know that she's an indie dev game. Also, she is doing a Kickstarter for this game. She's trying to get it fully funded for voice acting. I'm going to put all her information in the description.
Hey, I just wanted to let everyone know that I am not sponsored by Ink Rose. I literally just like the game and I'm just playing it because I've seen it. Thank you.
I want to warn you, I like puzzles, but my brain sometimes don't be puzzling correctly. So I just want to warn you before we get started. Oh, this is so good already. Okay. So I don't think it's supported by mount. Oh, hello? Go back? It is. It's supported by controller. Because I'm using my Xbox controller.
Noiramore Academy, one of Drakenspire's most prestigious schools with over 500 years of storied history. The current headmaster, Julius Claiborne, is a former general who runs our school with military precision and discipline. Our wonderful planet of Noives is home to a great many talents in resonetic abilities, and Noiramore's teachers are uniquely qualified in instructing such essential subjects. But while we specialize in resonetic talents, our other subjects are not taught any less thoroughly, and every student is encouraged to explore their unique talents in our extracurricular programs. Noiramore Academy guides our students to commit to their studies, keep sound minds, maintain their manners, and most importantly, behave in a manner befitting the reputation of our beloved institution.
Extortion, Miss Hovern. Is that really what you're up to now?
I wouldn't call it extortion, sir. I simply told the cafeteria cook that I would keep the existence of his pet vermin on the down low if he provided me with an extra brownie or two at lunchtime. It was mutual exchange that neither of us had issues with.
Yes, Judith, that's extortion. Of course he had issues with it. Thank goodness I caught you in the act.
Well, why am I the one sitting here in this office when it's the cook who is keeping vermin pets?
Well,
I've already talked with Mr. Seabrook, Judith. It's dealt with. And more importantly, none of your business. What concerns me is you. Sneaking around at night, lying to teachers, extorting staff. This is a decidedly concerning trend. Don't you want to be a good example for your sister?
Indeed. It must be hard enough for her to be younger than her classmates.
For the next month, you are not permitted to attend film club. Do you understand, Miss Hovern?
But, sir, I won't be able to see any movies outside of that club.
Hence why it's a punishment. Miss Nunatak will check that you aren't seen there.
I'll make sure of it.
Judith, head back to class, please.
Good old Seabrook didn't rat me out, it seems. Brownies weren't the only things I asked him for. Apparently, one of his old classmates from back in the day was really into puzzles. He set up some kind of secret puzzle in the history classroom years ago, and Seabrook never figured it out. Let's see if I can.
This is so freaking cute.
During the Onyx War, various battles were fought in the Inked Wastes. Some were relegated to land, others underground in the caverns, and many on the Inked Sea. Our fiefdom, Drakkenspire, went head-to-head against the fiefdom of Northburg in a horrid conflict spanning 4 years. It irrevocably changed our fiefdom forever. Miss Cabrera, no drawing in class. Can anyone here tell me why the Onyx War was instigated? Miss Landerhoof?
Yes, ma'am. The Onyx War was started due to Northburg spies sabotaging our resonatic ring production process. Northburg took advantage of this to sell their own rings in order to gain the kingdom's favor.
A good summation, Miss Landerhoof. Can anyone else tell me why it was the Inked Wastes that were chosen as the fateful battleground?
The Inked Wastes is between the two fiefdoms. Plus, it was where we mined our ore for the rings.
Excellent, Mr. Strumps. Now, what is it about the Inked Wastes that make it a particularly terrible place to fight a war? Miss Acre?
Oh, yes, Miss Grinsby. Well, the Inked Waste is a nasty, nasty place, full of hard creatures that will gobble you up and suck out all of your blood. Oh, and of course you can't forget to mention the Surge, which will suck you down into his deep depths and fill your lungs with tar, his tendrils digging deep into your brain until...
That's quite enough, Miss Acre. Oh, quite enough. Our unit this semester will be all about the Onyx War. Since it is the most recent major conflict in Drakkenspire's history, we will be studying it in depth. And speaking of which, you may have heard tell that a new science teacher will be joining us this year to replace Mr. Mason. His name is Mr. Bagshaw, and he actually worked in the Research and Development Division of the Drakkenspire Army. I'm sure he will have plenty to share with you that can enhance your education. Anyway, I am now giving you the rest of the period to work on the papers I assigned to you yesterday about the instigation of the war. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Dismissed.
The note Seabrook gave me says history classroom. Page number equals number of Cavehounds times number of windows plus number of desks.
First of all, they are so cute, and I love the little pops of color, especially yellow. Okay, is there any way that I can look at this again? Or do I need to write that down? I'm gonna write it down for now. Okay.
Guess I'll give the textbook shelf a look.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, I had the clue. She said check the book. Oh, look at the fairy. Okay.
A picture of the biggest island in the Inked Sea. It's where the Onyx tribe lives. Miss Nunatak comes from there, I think. These were all recently published. Seabrook's friend went to school before the war, so I doubt any of these would work. I should ask the book sprites for help.
I wonder why this gauge that points is behind her. Heck.
A picture of a soldier from the Onyx War. I think he was Grinsby's son. A knight's helm. Some helmets try to offer protection for the horn, but that ends up blocking waves needed for combat. Besides, most healthy horns have natural current barriers that work almost as well as armor anyway.
I'm so glad this
A model of one of the submarines used in the war. They were gradually phased out after the monsters in the Inked Sea were mutated by psi bombs and destroyed subs on sight.
Maybe they want a revenge? I was gonna say, I'm glad that Steam notified me that this was open to be downloaded. Alright, so let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 6 is 30. So there's 30 discs. And then there's windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 windows. 13 plus 30 is 43.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Page number of pages for the... Let's see if
What the hell, big fella?
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for.
I don't know what page number it is.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
That doesn't sound...
Yeah, I need to go and see. Cave hole. Maybe they have it?
That's Deacon Vespshire. He's good friends with Lydia, Gina and I. His dad is a pastor in town, which means he's a bit too much of a moralist for my taste, but he's got a sharp tongue at times. He fixed up the old treehouse we use as a clubhouse.
Look at her, she is so cute.
Gina Wendigo, resident drama kid. She was cast as a fluffbat in an upcoming school play and has been method acting for a month now. Her obsession got even worse when she read through the Warrior Bats books. She thinks they're actually accurate to Fluffbat behavior, and now she's declared I'm part of her Bat clan. Her antics can be weird, but she's a good friend. I've known her for a long time.
I would be your best friend, girl.
Nightclaw Judith, I need your help.
What's up?
With what?
Well, my wings are that of a warrior. They are strong and my claws are sharp. All good traits of a warrior bat. However, well, sometimes I can wield them a little clumsily. And, I ripped a small hole when I was swooping past this dress.
Oh, Gina, this dress is 500 years old.
I know. If Grinsby sees, I might get kicked out of the school. But I've built my roost here. I can't get kicked out. As a fellow member of the Nightclaw clan, I am formally asking for your assistance, Judith.
It looks like the dress uses a particular stitch here. I don't know how to copy it well enough to pass Grinsby's inspection.
Squeak, squeak, squeak! Oh, I'm sorry. That was a curse word in bat language. I need to watch my tongue.
I'll try to find someone who could help. This sounds like something Becky would know.
Thanks, Nightclaw Judith. You are a valuable member of the clan.
Becky. Okay, the play is next week, right? Add any cool to your roost lately? Have you finished wearing the warrior bat? Maybe that's what I need?
So, have you finished reading the Warrior Bat series?
Thrice over.
What? Aren't there like 50 books in the series?
It's important for me to know every detail for my Fluffbat cultural studies.
Gina, you do know those aren't accurate to real Fluffbats, right? It's a fantasy fiction series.
Have you read them? Have you studied anything about Fluffbat behaviour or history?
Well, no.
Then don't tell me what I do or do not know about my own species. Thank you.
Okay.
The play's next week, right? Are you excited for all your method acting to finally pay off?
We Fluffbats have a great appreciation for the arts. I am happy to take part in the play and make my clan proud by representing our warrior hearts.
What's going to happen to your Fluffbat persona once the play is over?
I am a true bat at heart. I don't know what you mean by persona.
In another play she was in, she was cast as a janitor, and she cleaned the whole cafeteria. And when she was cast as a tree, she stayed outside and photosynthesized for hours. She's completely dedicated to the bit.
Well done, then.
Added anything neat to your roost lately?
Oh, yes. I just added a hammock to sleep from. It's not traditional to my people, since they hang from the ceiling with their feet, but it is very comfortable, and it's hanging off the ground to keep me safe from predators.
Oh, that's right. She needed a hammock because she almost broke her horn when she tried to sleep while hanging from the rafters.
A question for you, Nightclaw Judith. I saw you've added a poster of a Psyquine man to your roost. Is this because you find him, what's the word in your language? Cute?
Gina, come on. That's just the poster for a detective holoreel. I'm not ready to like boys yet. I'm only 13.
They are so cute, and you can tell that they paid attention to detail because she has vampire teeth in too.
Judith, hey, have you finished the paper yet?
Naturally.
Ha! Well, I'm just a tad worried about getting it done on time. Especially because I'm just not getting it. Mrs. Grinsby's teaching style is, well...
atrocious.
I was going to choose a kinder word, like peculiar?
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard coming out of your mouth.
But it's hard for her to teach about a war when she gets queasy over just mentioning death or blood. She's definitely skipping out on some important stuff. Can you summarise the cause of the war a bit more clearly for me?
All right. Don't tell me I never did anything for you. The Fiefdoms of Northburg and Drakkenspire have been at odds for hundreds of years, ever since they were first established by brothers with bad blood between them. Our Fiefdom of Drakkenspire was known for the production of excellent resonetic augmentation rings. This was due to the high-quality ore mined from our territory in the Inked Wastes. These rings rose our standing with the king, drawing the jealousy of Northburg. 25 years ago, however, many rings were found to be dangerously faulty, to the point that some who used them lost their resonetic talents altogether. A misinformation campaign was launched that said it was due to Baron Leoric of Drakkenspire pursuing cheaper mining in areas with ore tainted by the Surge. Royal investigations were launched. In the meantime, Baron Neirath of Northburg offered to sell his own rings and provide medical assistance to the affected fiefdoms. The king began to favour Neirath and granted him the right to mine in the Inked Wastes. Soon, however, the king's spies revealed the truth. A double agent, supposedly working for Drakkenspire, had manipulated documents to direct miners to the tainted areas, making it look like Baron Leoric had ordered it. Once the truth was revealed, tensions between the fiefdoms skyrocketed. Leoric, furious, mobilized his troops and marched upon the Inked Wastes, intent on taking his mines back. Neirath sent out troops in response, declaring that he still had legal rights to the land. A battle began. The initial conflict was very bloody, very quickly, since Drakkenspire's citizenry were incensed at Neirath's actions. The fervor of combat led to some of the Northburg miners to be killed in the fray. Since they were civilians, Northburg's soldiers fought back with a similar anger. Meanwhile, the king was mad with Leoric for engaging Neirath since the investigation was not closed, and he'd bypassed royal authority by sending out troops. As such, the king did not take sides, leading the Fiefdoms to engage in combat exclusively with the other, as other Fiefdoms were not permitted to become involved. The war lasted for 4 years and was fought almost entirely in the Inked Wastes. The area was already known for its strange, twisted evils, horrid beasts and the infection of the surge on the land, brutal bloodshed, and new types of resonetic weaponry only twisted the place further. One can only be glad we were born after it was all over, eh?
Huh. I think I'm getting it a bit more now. Thanks, Judith.
No problem.
You mentioned resonetic weapons affecting the land. Did those help or hurt the surge? Oh, and what happened to Lord Neirath after the war?
This whole unit is going to be about the war. You'll learn that stuff soon enough. And if you don't get it, I'll drill it into your skull, knucklehead.
Ha ha. Thanks.
What are you doing?
Sketching the window. I've always liked it. I want to build stained glass windows in my church one day.
Your church? Don't you mean your dad's church?
I used to want to take over for my dad, but now I've been thinking of building a church of my own, once I go through seminary college.
Already got your life planned out for yourself, huh? You're only 13, Deacon. Lighten up a little.
Don't you have any dreams for yourself when you're older? You're not going to be exploring the school and frustrating the teachers forever.
I mean, technically, I could keep doing both of those things if I became a teacher myself.
You? Dreaming to be a teacher? Doubtful.
You got me. Though, I'd say my current hobbies would lead to a mean career in detective work, no?
That sounds more like you. Detective Hutton has a nice ring to it.
I can already imagine it, printed on the frosted glass door of my one-room office in the city that never sleeps. Any plans for the treehouse?
Yeah, I've got a few sketches I'm working on. I don't know how I'm going to get enough wood or nails to finish my plans, though.
We could take apart the door on Glitter's stable. Or we could dig up her grave and use the coffin. She's an animal made out of stone. She doesn't really need a coffin anyway.
Judith.
All right. If I come across any, I'll make sure not to tell you where I sourced it from. A diorama of a typical crystal farm from 500 years ago. It's considered good, honest work. But if being honest means no money and a lack of indoor plumbing, I think I'll keep my tongue white with at least a few lies. An old plate depicting Queen Clarentia. I don't know why any royal would want food smeared all over an image of their face, though. Oh, come on, Judith. They're obviously decorative. Think. Hunting arrows. Before more modern killing innovations, most people use their powers to shoot these things through the air. Bigger ones for hunting, smaller ones for more ethically dubious purposes. A sword, used by one of Corveth's knights. I don't know why it isn't behind glass. Grinsby has more faith in her students than I do, I guess. Fashion about 500 years out of date. Who thought those pants were a good idea?
If it isn't sweet.
That's Marisol Aker. She's a member of the Historical Reenactment Club. She insists that she's a secret heir to the throne, descended from a long-lost royal ancestor. She's also really into true crime and horror stories. Once, she was taken to the counsellor for the amount of books she checked out on concerning subjects. Soul's never hurt anybody, though. She's a good kid.
My type of friend.
Lady Judith! Greetings!
Hello, Soul.
Might I ask if the film club will have the honor of your presence today? We are watching Murder in the Depths, a delightful horror reel that combines Fellmorian and Noivesan directing technique. Additionally, I heard tell that real skeletons were used to depict the bodies of the murder victims. Oh, please refrain from informing any school staff of this fact. I do not wish to get into detention again for my interests.
I'm sorry, I just got into trouble with the headmaster. Can't join in film club for a while.
Oh, really? I'm simply crestfallen to hear such a thing. I do hope you may join us soon. A new batch of my skull-shaped cookies will be awaiting your arrival.
Deathly delicious, as you always say.
Indeed, I do.
Well, I don't really need to ask her why she was in detention, but I'm asking.
You mentioned getting into detention at one point. What was that for?
Have I not told you of that incident? Ah, yes, this was from before we knew one another, I believe. In the library's radio room, I and several other students had met up to share our favorite radio shows. I turned the channel to my personal pick. As it went on, a few of the students seemed to become quite frightened. The librarian came in to check on us, and when he heard what we were listening to, well, he immediately took me to the headmaster's office. Unfortunately, I was banned from turning the channel ever again.
What exactly did you have them listen to?
A series detailing the stories of serial killers. A tad graphic, I must admit, but also rife with educational content.
You're 13.
What are you reading there?
An autopsy report, that's all.
Autopsy? Of who?
Baroness Belladonna Landerhoof, a death from 30 years ago that many would consider suspicious. I'm continuing my studies of famous deaths in order to increase my likelihood of becoming a forensic pathologist someday. That is my backup career plan, if my status as a true princess is never officially acknowledged anyway.
So you're trying to solve a cold case. Have you gotten any leads?
Some things I find unusual, yes, but nothing that hasn't been already noted by famous doctors. Besides, my specialty is in cadaver forensics. I'll need a detective's mind to piece together the entire mystery. Perhaps you might assist me in that sometime soon, Judith, since you're so good at mysteries and all.
That does sound like a good bit of fun. We'll keep that in mind. What's going on with the reenactment club? Becky still won't talk to me.
Oh, are you planning on rejoining? Because, to be entirely honest, Lady Judith, I do not believe you will be allowed.
I'm just curious about what you're all up to.
I see. Well, our next grand reenactment is happening in a few days' time. It will be one of our biggest yet, covering the land and sea battle of Restlane on the 25th anniversary of the Onyx War's beginning.
Oh yeah, Grinsby mentioned that. And I think she said that non-club students are encouraged to join, since it's so big and educational or something. I know I can't become a club member, but I could probably help out a bit in this one, right?
Lady Judith, you know that I cannot approve you or not. You would have to talk with Becky. Have you apologized to her yet?
No. Why should I have to? She was the one who started everything.
Are you sure her slights against you were reality rather than simply perceived?
I know what I saw. I can read people.
Not all books are of the same language. Other languages exist, and one person cannot know all of them. As a person who holds precious friendships with the both of you, this continued feud hurts my heart. Pray, consider taking the first step to end it.
So don't be that girl. I don't know what happened, so maybe Soul is right. Okay, so I need to see who Becky is.
These are crystals, whose vibrations prevent anyone in the classroom from using telepathy. To prevent cheating, I gather. I heard that one time, an upperclassman secretly switched them out for fakes before a big test. Nicholas Strumps and Becky Landerhoof. They and I aren't on the best of terms. Becky leads the school's historical reenactment club. She's a real stickler for accuracy, to an obnoxious degree. Nicholas is her boyfriend. He's a nerd about naval history and sea battles and the like. Becky hasn't talked to me in a while, probably because of what I did at the reenactment. But I only did it because she needed to be taken down a peg. She should have thought of it as a favor, really.
So,
Becky, Nicholas.
What do you want?
Nothing. Can't a friend just greet a friend without coming across as needy?
Huh, friend. Right. Leave us alone.
Nicholas, I need to talk to Becky.
Why should she help you with anything?
I don't need help. This is for Gina, not me. She accidentally tore a hole in the dress over there, and I'm gonna stitch it for her, but I don't know how to do those fancy old ones. Again, this isn't me, it's for Gina. You know she's too shy to ask people outside her clan.
Yeah, that's true. Becky?
For Gina, here. I studied that dress a while ago. What seam was torn?
Looked like the part with the lace at the bottom.
Easy enough fix as long as the lace wasn't too frayed. Use the stitch in this book on page 27. Give Gina my regards.
Go into your inventory and use scroll wheel. Select the item. With that item, select the use interaction. To use the item by using or giving it to someone else. Okay.
A statue of a cavehound. They don't have eyes, since they live in deep caves, and hunt using echolocation. Additionally, they are very good boys. From what I remember, this classroom's construction was sponsored by one of Drakenspire's ladies, Lady Belford, I think. Her likeness is depicted here to thank her. The Cavehound statue was modelled after her most loyal companion, who ended up getting her killed when he angered a Sidalon on one of her hunts.
Is it? Oh.
Good old number 2. Lydia Cabrera. Artist and big-time sports fan. She mostly likes paint, but I've seen her make art pieces out of anything she can get her hands on. Both she and I don't get along with the teachers too well, but she has the advantage of being an artist. After all, it's hard to stay too mad at the girl who will draw the school holiday card designs for free. I've known her since last year.
Hey Jay, what's the damage?
Banned from film club for a while.
Bummer. We just got a copy of Murder in the Depths too.
You did?
Yep. Hopefully they won't return it to town before you see it.
Almost makes me regret being such a delinquent. What are you doing?
Carving chalk. Wanna help me?
Why would I do that?
I want to make a whole set of carved chalk to give to David below me on the lake ball team. I think it's neat or something.
Lydia, David is like 4 years older than you.
Which won't be a problem when he's a famous lake ball star in his mid-20s. Might as well make sure he knows my name before he gets famous and all. So, are you gonna help me or not? I'd do it myself, but he's leaving for a game in a few hours, and I want to give it to him before then.
I don't really want to get my gloves dirty. Can you give me a lunch token in exchange?
Ugh, sure. Come on.
Fine.
Great, here's the knife. Just try to match the 3 I've already made, okay? Chip off the sides.
Okay. Oh no! I ruined it. Can it restart? Okay, cool. What the heck? Oh, okay. Wait. I just realized that I went too far. 90%. No! I didn't mean to do that! Okay. Okay.
These look fine.
Fine?
Yeah. Here's a lunch token for your time. Treat yourself.
Thanks.
I was scared. That fourth one had me shaking in my boots. Alright. There was something else I was gonna ask her.
Have you finished your paper?
No. I'm a visual artist. Words bore me.
Do you want some help or something?
It'll all go over my horns anyway. Don't bother. I'll listen to a recording or something about the war later.
Has Mr. Cabrera caught you yet?
For what?
Turning your library book into a shadow box of that sports star guy?
His protective cousin instincts will outweigh his librarian need to send me to detention.
Somehow I doubt that.
Have you been caught for taking one of the automaton's personality cores?
Its voice was really annoying, okay?
Well, thanks, girlie. Anyone else that might want to talk to me? I love that they all have their own little personalities.
Oh, Miss Hoven, is your paper done? You're scampering about as if it were.
Yes, miss. I put it on your desk yesterday.
Oh, yes, of course. Carry on. Unless you have any questions about future assignments.
So, I guess we're in the Onyx War unit now, huh? How long will we be studying it?
Till the end of the semester. It's an incredibly important part of our recent history that affected many aspects of our current-day lives and politics. You have a good head for these topics, so I trust you will do well with it. And, please, do not include any battlefield photos in your presentations again. You know, I haven't the stomach for it.
Of course, miss. I may not be able to get away with it anymore, but other students will be doing that now. She pays less attention to the actual quality of the presentation, since she's too distracted by her disgust. And after all, she can't very well dock points for accurate visual reporting or historical fact. By the way, miss, I thought I saw you carrying a big net near the stables yesterday. What was that about?
That couldn't have been me, Judith. Why would I have a net?
That's what I was wondering. Hence why I asked you.
Oh, no. Wasn't me.
Is that romance book on your desk part of the curriculum?
No. Just a little something to read during lunch. Completely school appropriate, I assure you. Teachers need a bit of downtime entertainment too, child. No need to be nosy.
But curiosity is my speciality, miss. Is that not the foundation of learning?
No need to be disingenuous, which, coincidentally, is also a speciality of yours. You and I both know you're smart enough to tell the difference between nosy and curious.
You flatter me, miss.
Okay, so I don't know.
A Corvinstone crystal tree. They say that every king or queen is buried under one once they croak. I wonder if a royal is buried under this tree. The king of class clowns, perhaps. Gina, look what I've got.
Nightclaw Judith, what is it?
I've got a guide on how to make that stitch to repair the dress, and a needle and thread.
By the great bat's wings! Thank you. Can you help me repair it? I'm afraid my claws would only tear it more.
Sure. Watch this.
Use your mouse to make the needle follow the string pattern. Click to make the stitch. Okay, so here. Oh, no. Not undo. Okay. Well, no, I think I am doing it right. Huh? Wait. This is 0, right? Because it needs to be staying back. I'm so confused. Okay, so this is 0. This is 1. This is 2. And then you wanted to cross over. Something's not right, and I can't put my finger on it.
5 minutes later.
I don't know if that's it, but it feels right. I forgot one. That's the best I could do. Is there any way I can come out of this? Because at this point... So I hate like, I worked really hard trying to get into the game, and I just can't. Like, when you give her the book, you go in to do this stitching to fix the dress, but then it doesn't give you like any way out. And then when I go back in to try and give them this information, because there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 wolves. There's 30 desks that's down here, and then there's 13 windows, unless you want to count those windows up there, but those aren't windows, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I can't figure out the book, which I got it all written down, and then when you go to stitch, it just won't let me finish. So I unfortunately is gonna go ahead and call it here. I love the game so far. I'm definitely gonna be supporting the Kickstarter. I need some help. I need someone to help me understand what am I doing wrong, or I don't know. Give me something. Thank you. Hi. Okay, so let me run some things back, because this is no longer like the first episode. This is like the second episode. Okay, so I went stir crazy last night because I like this game so freaking much that I didn't understand what I was missing, you know, doing all the tests. So one, the needles, I'm just not gonna go to that one until like the very end, because it might like me out again, and then I'll have to try all over again. I was right, okay? So I kept trying to solve X like this is algebra, and this is not an algebra class. So I was correct. There are 4 cave holders, and then there is 13 windows and 30 desks. When you multiply 4 to 13 to add 30, it should give you 82. And then because 82 didn't work when I first put it in, I literally went stir crazy and did 1 all the way to 82 into the system, and it worked. So hopefully when you go to try the demo, it will automatically go to 82.
Bingo. Hello, little guy. I need to find a pre-war history textbook, maybe from around the 2190s? Thanks. Without further ado... Huh, interesting. A battle that took place way before the Onyx War, but it still involved Drakenspire and Northburg.
Also, I explored the game, kind of broke it. Once you go behind the tree, you can walk around the facility and you can see what is and isn't being finished. I need to take a break. Anyway, I'm going to go see if we can find out what we need to do with the history book now. Okay, so history book. I probably should give it to someone. Find something to do with the history. Oh, is it this? No. Because I feel like it's supposed to go here.
This, though looking closer at the paint, it seems like this table has been used for years and was painted over whenever a new scene was needed. Platoon... company? Ugh. I don't know how many soldiers those are. Maybe I'll have to ask someone for help.
Talk with the characters to get information and items. Again, use as clues. Okay. There are 2 Other poles to the far west of one. To the east of the North Canyon. Their base, in which had 3 barracks, was a tip of the bridge. A company resident there. 1 guard of the beach. Just to the northeast. As the there was a company in the northeast, but not in the river. Additionally, there was a platoon and a base on the top of the mountain and 3 platoon at the west base. Okay, so first I need to know what's east, west, north, and south. Okay, so there are 2 north. Is that us? Or is it the blue? The far west. First, let me go see. Let me see if I can.
Northburg's crest.
So
Some students' parents complained about this being hung in the classroom, saying it was disrespectful to the men who fought against Northburg. But Headmaster Claiborne, who was one of those very men, told them it was fine for educational purposes.
And then
the crest of the Noiramore family. They died off with the passing of Headmaster Noiramore 20 years ago. They say she was going insane before her death, that she thought the Onyx War would be the end of the world. She was...
Sorry, my love. I'm gonna be upset if they reset it.
Leave us alone.
Okay, cool.
Nicholas, I need to ask you something about the military.
Huh. Becky, did you hear something? You know, I am feeling pretty darn hungry today. Maybe, just maybe, if I had an extra lunch token, my ears would clear up.
Go into your inventory and scroll the wheel. Yeah, okay.
Here's a lunch token. Now spill your guts, war geek.
Bribing me, I see. Fine. What's your question?
I need to know how many soldiers are in a patrol, a platoon, and a company.
Basic question. Hardly worth a lunch token.
Girl?
But I'll take it anyway. In Drakenspire, the average is 20 men per patrol, 40 men per platoon, and 140 per company.
Guess the reenactment club can teach useful things sometimes.
Rich. Real rich. Buzz off.
And I just wrote all that down. Here's a book is reference to place the soldiers in their proper places. What do you mean by that? Okay, so that didn't really help me. Saw the battle. My thing is, I don't have 20 pieces, so do 2 represent 1? I wish you would tell me what I need to know. And then for this one,
Gina,
Nightclaw Judith?
Sure.
They're highlighted now. They're highlighted now. Maybe I can do something now. But they're red? Okay. I know this isn't right. See, they're red, but they don't do anything. Oh, there's a different, what's to call it now? Okay, so one, go over two, three, four, and then this would be 5, and then 6. Okay. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Wait, I don't think I did it right. Okay.
There you go, all repaired. Grinsby shouldn't know the difference.
Thank you once again for your help, Nightclaw Judith. May the great bat, leader of our clan, bless you this day, and may your catch of earnings always be juicy. Here, take a lunch coin.
Thanks, Gina.
Okay, so now I have that done too.
Nightclaw Judith, how might I assist?
Did I see Ken in that yesterday? What's the
Do you know how many soldiers are in a platoon? Or a company?
I'm afraid that's not the kind of thing I know off the top of my head. I can look that up tonight and tell you tomorrow.
Nah, don't bother.
All right then. Go back to work, please.
Right. You were no help as the teacher.
A large map. You'd think the other fiefdoms were chopped liver, from the way that our history classes hardly talk about them in comparison. A large map of the fiefdoms of Northburg and Drakkenspire. You'd think the other...
I was hoping that it would have, but it doesn't. Maybe since I spoke to her, a river could indicate like a little splash of water, right? Because what if that's the river? And this He reside there. Let's just assume that all of them was worth 20, right? I would need 7 pieces. One, how would I be able to get? Okay. Some of this isn't gonna be right because it's not on the egg. Okay. We're just gonna assume that's the river. A company would be 7. A platoon was 40, meaning 2. One platoon guards the beach just to the north. And the north is up, right? Yeah, the north is up. And they well, north. Okay, so let's do this again. The blue people, which is pro, meaning 2, right? So they'll need 2. To the far west, and then 1 patrol on the far east. Far east of the northern canyon, which is this would be the northern. It's supposed to have 1. Okay, so there were 2 pros to the far west, and west is to the left. Up the North Canyon. So the North Canyon, is this all of the North Canyon? Let's just assume that's all of the North Canyon. And the west would be probably closer to the bottom. Okay. And then 1 is to the east of the North Canyon. Which is East is to the right. Their base is at 3 here. Was at the tip of the river. The company resides there, which is 7. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. And then 1 platoon guards the beach just to the northeast. Somehow I'm gonna have to fix that, but oh well. There were a company in the far northeast. Okay, in the northeast is like top right. But not in the river, meaning they wasn't in the water. Is this all a river? Because I might be confusing everything. Okay, let's pretend like that water, I guess, is the river. There's a company, which I need 7. Perfect spot. You know what I just realized? Those exits might have been where I needed to go. Okay. There was a company at the top right, not in the river. Additionally, there is a platoon which is 2, and a base at the top of a mountain. This is what I assume was the mountain. So to the base. Additionally, there was a platoon, which means 2. Let me just put 2 out. 1, 2. And a base. Move all of this out. Initially, there was a platoon and a base on top of a mountain and 3 platoons. Four, 5. That's not the same. 30 times 3, 120. If it's 1, it should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Okay. Additionally, there was a platoon and a base on top of the mountain, and 3 platoons at the west base of the mountain. So this is the mountain, right? In the west, which would be down here. Doesn't matter how many I put right there. That should be right. That's all I can think of. Well, I didn't get a happy noise, so that must not have been right. There's a company in the far northeast. A company is, and it's divided by 20, which would make 7, and I have 7 at the top, right? And that's the northeast, meaning from here it will be the northeast. Additionally, there is a platoon. There's a platoon, which is 2, and a base at the top of the mountain, which that is at the top of the mountain. And then there are 3 platoons. 3 platoon means they're worth 2. Okay. 3 platoons at the west, east of the base, which that's where they are. Okay. So now I'm gonna reread this first one, because I'm assuming this water is the liquid, which I was thinking. Okay. There are 2 northern patrols to the far west and 1 to the far east. And we're gonna assume that this big piece right here is what they're talking about. Okay, so to the far west, which west is to the left, there should be 2. There are 2. Okay, they're to the west. And then there's 1 to the east of the northern hand. I kind of wish this had like names or something. Okay. There's a base which has 3 barracks at the tip of the river. Which tip? Because is this the tip? Because when I put it over here, nothing happened. This could be the tip. Okay. There are 3 buried. The company reside. A company reside. 7? Yeah, 7. What if I just put 1 at every? Yeah. 2. That's 4. 5. Don't think you are in the right mark. Okay. 1 platoon is going to be just to the northeast. 1 platoon. Garden Beach. Well, a platoon is technically 2. Well, that's all I got for now. What would this be? Is there anything in the northwest? Because I don't see nothing out there that says northwest. That should be it. It's 2. So it's far away. But still, like, I have to. Right. And then that 1 to the east of the northern camp. The northern will be the top. Unless you want to put that 1. Girl!
There we go.
Ain't no way. Bro.
What do we have here?
The creature of the Noramore. I can't even talk. The creation of Norman Academy started as a twilight in the catapult Norman eye.
I'll have to get up there to investigate. But Grinsby will object if she sees me. Maybe I can get someone to distract her.
Get someone to distract her. Who?
Lydia, I need to do something that I don't think Grinsby will like. Can you distract her for me?
Sure, I guess. Have fun.
Nightclaw.
Oh, I need more.
Gina, can you do something for me? I need you to talk with Grinsby for a bit. Distract her, so I can do something.
Of course, Nightclaw Judith. A clan always helps their own. I'll do it right now.
Thank you. You can aim. You can reach higher places by aiming. Wait, you You can reach higher places by holding down the E. At your final position with your mouth, push space to jump. Release E.
Lady Noramore, the woman who founded the school. Her family remained the headmasters for 500 years until the Onyx War. There's a hole where her pupil is.
I have a pencil. I have a pencil. Shoot. Can I go back? Okay.
Cracked it. What's this?
The gems belong to the... Oh, okay. The gems belong to the leader of the pack. His collar must match the precision of the hag. Okay.
So I need to put these gems somewhere.
Wait, give me that again? The gems belong to the leader of the pack, which is him. Use your arrows to select the gem with the space and then the slot, which place. Wait, what? Is this... How do I know if it's right? Give me... No, go back. Okay, the gems belong to the leader of the pack, which is him. His color must match the progression of the hag hunt. The progression of the hunt. What hunt? Progression of the hunt. Okay. Who's firing first? Oh, so red, green, purple. And from the other side, it would be red, green, blue. Not my brain actually brain it for me.
Additionally,
okay, so the red should be there, and the red should also be right there. And then we have two greens. Okay. Green. Cause the blue, I don't, let's just do it for now. At least I know. Oh, oh yeah.
Just like the tapestry.
Girl, dang! Alright. So, hey Jack, I'm glad you finally were able to solve one of my puzzles. I put a lot of effort into this one. I made that collar myself and managed to ship it on that collar myself, managed to slip it onto the statue just before our new history teacher arrived. Anyway, I think this is the last puzzle I'll get to make before graduation. It's been a fine few years growing up in this school, and I'm really glad that I got to spend them with you, my best bud. Since you won't be getting out of this jump until next year, I hope you'll use the time to finally solve some of my other puzzles too. Anyway, here's what I found. It's some kind of blueprint of a door that leads to a secret passage. I haven't figured out how to open the door just yet. Was too busy finishing this puzzle before I graduated, but it is possible it got to do with the glass pattern on it. I look forward to hearing all about what's behind it when I next see you.
Seabrook will probably want to see this. A bit pathetic he wasn't able to solve this puzzle, really. High King above. Now this is interesting. Considering how old this parchment looks, there could be something incredible behind this door. I've got to find it as soon as I can.
Calling all students to the entry hall, all students to the entry hall. A new teacher is arriving to the school. Please line up in formation flanking the entry doors, and let us give him a warm Noiramore welcome.
Ah, and here he is. Come now, children, follow me. 2 straight lines.
Oh my freaking goodness. 2 days, 4 hours completed. It was so good. Oh my god. I'm actually upset that this is it. Oh my god. Please. Yo, please check out the links, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't believe I actually figured stuff out. My brain, it wasn't braining for a long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry that this video is so long, but it's a demo. It's a demo, and I had to make sure that I actually finished it before I could go do anything else. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please be safe. This hurricane is really horrible, and it's about to take a lot of people out. I don't want to go on my soapbox. Please be safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.